We are here today at the Rotary District 5330 Heroes of Hope with our good friend Carol Pipitone from ShelterBox. Hi, Carol. How are you doing?
Hi there, Judy and Nyron. Nice to see your faces. Thank you for having me on the program here. Thank you for participating with the ShelterBox USA program. I am a Rotarian in District 5330 with the Palm Desert Club. And I'm the ambassador for Southern California district with ShelterBox. I'm also on their ambassador council, which comprises of maybe a dozen ambassadors around the country, and we get together on a monthly basis to see how our ambassadors in our regions are doing and pass on information to them.
Wonderful. And so just in case somebody is listening to this episode for the first time, can you give a really brief explanation of what is ShelterBox? What is your mission?
Yes. ShelterBox is a Rotary International project partner, started in 2020. So we're 25 years old. 19. Am I saying 2020? Yes, 20.
In the year 2000.
2000. We are 25 years old this year. And it was an organization that was developed by a Rotary club in England, in Cornwall. It's just an idea of one of their fundraisers to help some people that had lost their homes. It became so big that they couldn't cope with it anymore, so ShelterBox became a non-profit organization on its own. It's now a worldwide organization that helps people when they've lost everything. Could be due to a disaster like an earthquake, tsunami, hurricanes, or conflict, which we're seeing more and more of. We try to provide shelter, and we work alongside other organizations to deliver goods to where everyone has lost everything. And a good example would be in 2010, everybody's heard of the Haiti earthquake. So we provided a lot of help and assistance to the Haitians at that time.
I think you went down there to Haiti as well, didn't you?
I did, and I saw some of the ShelterBox tents on the hillside. So I know they are, and I was eternally grateful to see that. And I only learned about ShelterBox afterwards because it's because of Haiti that I got introduced to Rotary in general. But you mentioned something that was very interesting to me, Carol, and that in terms of when you're looking at conflict areas that you guys go into, what goes into determining whether you will or won't approach any and provide supplies to any given conflict area? Do you need to have, for instance, United Nations support or the support of any other types of Western nations to go into areas such as Gaza, South Sudan, or Yemen, or that kind of thing?
The first concern is the primary concern is the safety of our volunteers. We are a volunteer organization, and we work with other organizations that are in the country already. So we're not going to send our people somewhere where, you've got examples of where there's wars being held. There's organizations that we can stand on the border and send our assets to a group that's already in the country. There's a lot of ways and discussions before we would ever attempt to go into a conflict area. And there was a few years back when Haiti had another earthquake, actually, and the volunteers, and it wasn't ShelterBox volunteers, but there were doctors and nurses that were being kidnapped in Haiti on the ground. And so, when those occasions arrive, we have to withdraw our help, but we leave our stuff there. We leave the provisions there and hope that they get put out to who needs them. But generally speaking, we would use the in-country service people. Right now, we're sitting on the sidelines in Gaza.
Just waiting
we
for
did
them to
that.
let you in, right?
Just waiting with all the other organizations that are providing. We've been there for months, just wait with our equipment, waiting for it to be delivered. We can't deliver it ourselves, but we can certainly give it to someone to deliver it for us once they let us in. And because of the news yesterday that there might be some peaceful end to this conflict, we're hoping that we can get the provisions across the border to the people that help them, that need the help, because there's millions of them, and they're at starvation status right now.
Well, and that's a good segue, because as you talked about, you ShelterBox was very prevalent in Haiti and was in the Palisades fires and all the various different challenges we've had around the world. What is it that you are focused on now? So Gaza, are you still in Ukraine? What are the things that are currently going on in the ShelterBox world, and where are you serving?
Right. Our website, shelterboxusa.org, has it all listed out with very good details of each country and what we're doing and what we're supplying. But there's actually 14 countries that we're attending to right now. And the most recent one, there was a huge earthquake in the Philippines last night.
Oh, I didn't even know about it.
7.4 earthquake.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a big one.
That is a big one.
6 days ago, they had a 6.9 earthquake in the same region.
Oh, wow.
And a couple of weeks before that, they were flooded out by a typhoon. So
just one right after the other.
In September, we've been working in the Philippines to help with the typhoon survivors. And now on top of that, they've got buildings that have been destroyed because of the 2 big earthquakes. Fortunately enough, ShelterBox has put operations in the Philippines, because we're just generally attending to disasters there twice a month, basically.
Wow.
And so we put a warehouse there that's filled with supplies that we need to get to people within a timely manner. And so we've been on the ground since September in the Philippines. We have a central operations there that is established so that we can be there on time. And so we're assisting with these people in the Philippines right now. This is the most urgent case. Gaza conflict, we're on the sidelines waiting for them to open the borders so that we can get our goods across. But just this last month, I can list them out for you. There's loads. We're in Pakistan. There's been monsoons and flooding. Afghanistan, there was a recent earthquake there where millions have lost their homes. Myanmar, there was an earthquake there. These are ones that you may have heard about on the news. And then we've been in Syria since 2012. We have camps outside of Syria. There's camps that have been made there so that the refugees coming out of the war have somewhere to stay before they travel on to find their destinations. Bangladesh, flooding. Mozambique, there's been a war going on there since 2017, and we're concerned with the refugees, helping the refugees find a safe place with shelter.
Right.
Mozambique, Cameroon, since 2009, we've been helping there. The Boko Haram has been terrorizing little villages and so forth. And so we've had to step in there and make common campgrounds, basically, where we set up safe places for the women and the children to go to.
So how would Rotarians and non-Rotarians alike be able to, if there's something that they're passionate about, any one of these countries you mentioned, or just in general, ShelterBox, how would they be able to help?
Rotary is I would say our biggest sponsor, because it is a Rotary International project partner. Mm-hmm. We've been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize three times,
fabulous.
2018, 19, and this year.
Oh, wow.
We do have, so we're very connected with Rotary all around the country and all around the world. Because it's our 25th anniversary, I have a district challenge for you. We have 65 Rotary clubs in our district, and I would like to get 25 club liaisons. What does that mean? It means one person in a club signs up for me to send them an email with, or a little text or something with a little bit of information, what's going on this month, so that when they go to their Rotary club, they can stand up for a couple of minutes and say, Carol sent me some information on ShelterBox. And it would be very quick and it wouldn't take anything or cost anything. But I'd like to have 25 clubs out of our 65 sign up. And I've got a fair amount have already signed up when I go around the clubs to do my speeches. And so what does that achieve? Rotarians will be informed as how Rotary International Project Partner is helping displaced people when a disaster has occurred and can relate the info to their family and friends. This will increase our ShelterBox network for additional supporters. We're just, it's just like doing the social media. We want to increase our network so that we can have more donations coming in, so that we can put more equipment on the shelves, so when there's a disaster, we can get it in a hurry to where it's needed. So it costs nothing but a few minutes of a Rotarian's time to sign up and get the information from me. That's my pledge. I want 25 district clubs to sign up and represent.
So Governor, what do you think about that? How do you can get the message out to our clubs to help Carol out?
Carol, I think she's
Look at her. She's got it. She
is ready. Well, Carol, I think that I can certainly help you as I go out and have my governor visits and talk about that. And I think it's really quite remarkable that you're in, and you guys are really on top of it. To mention that we had an earthquake in the Philippines last night that hasn't even made the news. So that's really, that shows that you, on a worldwide basis, that ShelterBox really is tied into all manners of disaster relief as well as conflict relief. And I think that's admirable. I was actually sitting here wondering, I wonder if there's some way we could use DDF. I'm not even sure.
Well, I think that some of our DDF is used because in the world with a partner, I believe funds come out of the World Fund to work with ShelterBox. But there is a way that we can definitely communicate the message through our social media channels and your monthly newsletter and the website. So I think that challenge is something that definitely could be expressed throughout our district. And also, if there's anyone that's not a Rotarian that happens upon this episode, how would they get involved?
Best way to get involved in all the information, how to get involved with ShelterBox USA, is on our website, shelterboxusa.org. There is another one if they just type in ShelterBox, but that's the headquarters,
right?
And if people send donations in there, it goes to the English pound. So we want people to use ShelterBox USA.
And that's really important because I think what happens, especially now with everything being so easy to start a GoFundMe or whatever, and a lot of really fake fundraisers that get put up whenever there's any kind of disaster. It is nice to know and be able to communicate to our communities. This is a well-established, very functional, nonprofit, Rotary connected with a partnership that we know for sure can prove that you're literally going to put boots on the ground and the everything the family needs for their home in this natural disaster. So, that message I think is a good message for us as Rotarians to share with our friends, even if they're not coming to a Rotary meeting or part of Rotary, if they want to be a part of giving back to their community or helping in a natural disaster anywhere in the world, that your organization is a very good place to start.
Carol,
We have served 3 million people in 100 countries in the last 25 years with shelter.
That's amazing.
that is amazing. Carol, so I will assist you with your challenge by challenging you. Can you provide me every month with a written blurb on what ShelterBox has been doing throughout the world that we could include in our district newsletter?
I would be more than happy to.
Just send that to Dan.
As an ambassador, we're given that information on a regular basis.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you then to send it to Dan Goodrich. And we will include that in our district newsletter going out, because I think you're doing amazing work. And I think certainly Rotary supports it. We support it in our district. And we want to make sure that we let all of our Rotarians know about that, as well as non-Rotarians. So we hope they see that as well. And we'll obviously prominently feature your website for people to get involved, etc. I do have an operational question for you. The tents that you put together, and I know every disaster is different, and different locales have different weathering structures, but how long would a typical tent live, in the Ukraine or in Yemen or in wherever? And then what does a family do when they've been in a tent for a while, they have not had any permanent structures available, and their tent needs additional support or replacement? How does that work?
Well, first of all, we send out the supplies, the tents and the equipment with what we call SRT, Shelter Response Team. So we have a team that goes with our shipments, and they teach the people how to put the tents up. Then you'll find that the people teach other people and teach other people and teach other people. They teach them how to care for them, what they can withstand in weather. They've been thoroughly tested in heat, cold, wind, rain. So they're very durable, these tents. They're only supposed to relieve a family maybe of 10 at the most for 6 months.
Okay.
But we've seen instances where there might still be some people in Haiti still living in them 15 years later.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Remarkable.
That would be an interesting study to go down and really see that. Yeah.
Other places, India and Pakistan and Africa, you'll see once they're done with the tents, they look after them, they put them away, they wrap them up, and just in case there's another disaster, so they can fall back on them, they know how to use them. Other places, well, they don't need the tent anymore, but they've turned them into stores. The ladies in Africa that are dressmakers, they'll hang their wares. They'll use the tent as a shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it still continues to be relevant and helpful in the community.
We never ask for them back. But we do a follow-up. We send a team to follow up on all the disasters and report back, what was good, what wasn't so good, what do we need to do if there's anything else that we need to do. So then they're very useful. And the one I have is my display tent. Happy to bring it out to any of your Rotarian events, as long as it's not 120 degrees.
As it can be in the desert. Well, Carol, we're so excited that you came out and chatted with us today and give us a challenge in District 5330 that I'm sure that our Rotarians will be interested to hear about, and we'll see what we can do. We may have to have you back when we reach that goal.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.